guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going classic edition when it's tiny. So today, as you can tell by my shirt, we are going retro. So this month is actually the 35th anniversary of Super Mario of Nintendo. So today we are going back to the classics with the NES Classic Edition and the SNES Classic Edition. Before we start the video, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe to the channel so you won't miss anything, and be sure to hit that notification bell on. And now let's get into these miniature slash big boys. So imagine in 2016, it was just an ordinary Nintendo Direct, but the Nintendo Direct wasn't ordinary. Back in 2016, they announced this bad boy, the NES Classic Edition. So if you're an adult watching this, you guys might know the NES. The NES back in the days was a huge thing all around the world. It even gave birth to some of your favorite games like Super Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers, and also Donkey Kong. So let's take a look at this bad boy. So we have the Nintendo Entertainment System. It comes with the console itself, which is very light. So it comes with a power button. It comes with a reset button. It comes with this card slot, which is basically fake because all the games are pre-installed in here. So the games you actually got was 30 games in total. And it also came with not one, but two controller slots. But the only downside about the pack was that it only came with one. This is actually the same port as the nunchucks for the Wii U. So you have to hook it up to one, boom, it will snap into place. But if you want to take it off, you just hold the two buttons like here and it will simply just pull off. So the controller is the original. They haven't changed anything. It looks like a box instead of a round controller. It has the D-pad up, down, left, right. It has the select button and the start button traditionally, and it has the A and B button. Alright, let's take a look in the back. So as you can see, this is now powered by component RGB. When I say component, I don't mean lighting RGB. I mean, back in the days, there was actually 3 ports, like aux ports, that you actually put in the back of the big boy. They had that until the Wii for Nintendo consoles. The rest were HDMI. So they put an HDMI port there, and this is actually powered by a micro USB. It came with a micro USB with an AC adapter, but you can use any. Like if your headset uses a micro USB to USB, you're able to hook up straight. Alright, so we're gonna hook this up later in the video, but let's put this away for now. And now let's bring up the Super NES Classic Edition, which is basically the brand newer version of the NES. So the Super NES was a big thing back in the days also. It was basically the upgraded next generation, like the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X. Back in the days, this was the next gen. So what the kit actually came with was the console itself. It's very light also. Power button, reset button, and eject button, which is basically fake but actually looks very real. But this kit, the difference was that it came with 2 controls instead. And as you see, the details of the controller, it has the D-pad, the select, the start button, the A and B button. And they also added the X and Y button and bumpers onto the controllers. And it's the same cable as you could use on the Wii U or the NES Classic Edition. But where's the port, you ask? Well, Nintendo is very good with Easter eggs. So what they did was that they actually pulled this out. If you pull this out right here, which is very hard to pull out, the ports are actually in here. So all you could do is just simply just put it in. So just like the NES Classic Edition, this is also powered by a micro USB to AC power adapter. And this is also run by HDMI instead of those 3 aux. Alright, let's hook these up and let's put the gameplay and let's see what it can do. Alright, so as you see, we have hooked it up. Now let's check it out. So the new feature that they added that the original NES didn't have is save points. So basically, for example, let's go to Ice Climbers. And 1 player, or 2 player, whatever. Alright, then I'm gonna reset the game. It saves a clip of that game. So all you have to do is go on the game and hit the down D-pad, and there'll be suspended point list, which actually saves the data. So let's say, oh, I'm done for the day. Next day you wake up, oh, let me play your Ice Climbers. You can leave where you left off by just hitting the down button and hitting the start button to start the game. Right, so yes, sure, there's options, language, legal notices, and manuals on the top, but the cool thing about this is the display. So what Nintendo has kindly added for us that you're actually able to make it more retro is the CRT filter. So if you click right here and let's go to Super Mario Brothers, for example. Perfect. It'll do actually what it's supposed to do, like in the original TVs. So let's check out the games more in here. There's a bunch of popular games that came from the consoles that are built in. So name a few of them: Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong Jr., the original Mario Brothers, and Blue Fight, etc., etc. So not only it carried first-party applications, it also carried third-party games. So they also had Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, and Castlevania, just for example. So unfortunately, they do not sell this anymore because Nintendo has announced that they discontinued these models, but you can still get them on Amazon. But I'll say it's worth it. Whatever the price is, it's worth it because you get 30 games that came from the console and it's the exact same look as the console. Now let's go to the Super NES. So this is the Super NES edition of it. The only difference with the original and this one is this only has 20 games, but one of the games you have to unlock yourself. It's a secret game that Nintendo didn't actually put on the original console. So the game actually is Star Fox 2. And you're probably saying, what? Star Fox 2 actually didn't exist in the original one? It actually didn't exist. So what he did kind of is that they put a Star Fox 2 in there. But the cool thing about this was, and I made it very challenging, is that you actually have to complete one of the levels in Star Fox to unlock it. If you didn't, it actually won't let you get inside the game, which was very neat and very exciting. And also, it has the save points on here. As you can see, I have save points on here also. It has the same settings, the options, language, legal notes, and manuals. It also has the same display settings as you, but the only difference is that you can actually customize your frame. So, for example, let's do the frame I have. So let's go in Earthbound. You see, the frame will be the exact same one I picked. Yes, of course, these games are still retro, so let's check out some of the games. The only reason why they actually look like this is because Super Nintendo Entertainment System was a big reach in the entertainment system family. So let's check out. They have Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby Superstars, Kirby's Dream Course, Street Fighter 2 actually came out on the NES. Super Mario World, Earthbound, F-Zero, X-Men X, Star Fox, and the recently I mentioned Star Fox 2. Alright, that'll be the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed NES versus Super NES. So be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so you won't miss anything. Also hit that notification bell on. And until next time, see you in the next one.